Good morning. I'm Michael Stanley-Jones with Joint Convention Services of the Basel, Rotterdam, and Stockholm Conventions. We're here in Nusa Dua, Bali, Indonesia, for the opening of a historic meeting, the simultaneous extraordinary conferences of the parties to the Basel, Rotterdam, and Stockholm Conventions, the globe's three leading conventions addressing hazardous chemicals and wastes. This meeting is being held in conjunction with the 11th special session of the United Nations Environment Program Governing Council and the Global Ministerial Environment Forum, the largest gathering of environmentalists in our globe in 2010. It's the first time that the three conventions have been invited to join the Governing Council and share in a historic debate on environmental governance, how to make the implementation of environmental treaties more effective, more efficient, and more powerful instruments to protect human health and the environment. The Basel, Rotterdam, and Stockholm Conventions for more than 2 years have been working in sync to build bridges of cooperation between their legally autonomous agreements. Their parties have mandated a process, the Synergies process, which culminates this week in Bali, Indonesia. The parties to the three treaties will open their session this morning in less than an hour with the election of three presidents, one for each of the three treaties. The presidents will each gavel in the opening of their conference of the parties and then adjourn one by one, reconvening with the joint participation of delegations from more than 174 countries. These treaties will synchronize a decision-making process that is expected to free up resources and assist countries in implementing the chemicals and waste treaties. This represents a historic effort to combine forces and address the problems of chemicals and waste facing the planet through the combination of resources, programmatic initiatives, capacity building, and shared information between these three global treaties. That's never been done before, and the UN system and the governments of the world and the major stakeholder groups, industry, civil society, and others are watching carefully to see if this Synergies process will result in something that can become a model for other thematic areas of the international system. Environmental governance has come under scrutiny in recent times for its complexity and for the fragmentation of decision-making. In Bali, we're testing a way of addressing this fragmentation by bringing three autonomous, legally independent treaties together and trying for the first time to make synergized decisions. That may sound like a matter for the organizations involved, but what it means to the countries on the ground is more communication, more cooperation, and a better delivery of services to help countries deal with their chemicals and waste problems. So, for example, when one of the conventions, say the Basel Convention, holds a workshop on hazardous waste management, dealing perhaps with the problem of electronic waste being imported into their country but not being properly disposed of, the other conventions which bring expertise on the chemicals contained in those e-waste products can join together and inform the countries about solutions to help them manage that chemical waste problem.